Welcome, dear viewer, to Seervision's UI features demo. In the next few minutes, we'd like to give you a detailed overview on all of the cool things you can do with our user interface and how or when our features will come in handy. Whether it's a small studio production or large-scale stage event, the Seervision system simplifies your production in many ways. As with any other user interface, it is next to impossible to explain everything in detail, so feel free to also visit manual.seervision.com. There you can find additional information on specific details that did not fit into this video. That being said, let's get started. The Seervision Suite is autonomous and can seamlessly track moving talents. In addition, the system offers the ability to manually control the camera remotely as a PTZ camera. The Seervision Suite also supports the use of remote control hardware interfaces. The Subject Labels overlay shows blue dots above all detected persons, or VIPs, in the current frame. If a VIP is selected, the blue dot switches to green, indicating that this VIP is tracked. In addition to the subject labels, there is the computer vision overlay that shows bounding boxes for each person detected in the frame. Additionally, a key point skeleton will show over the VIP that is being tracked. To start the autonomous tracking mode, just select the person of interest directly on the streamed image. That way, you're able to switch to another VIP by a simple mouse click. As you can see, the tracked VIP is identified with the green dot or the key point skeleton. All the other available subjects are indicated with a blue dot. Imagine you have a fixed installed camera with no operator. The talent is suddenly too close and most likely out of focus. You don't want this to happen, right? By activating follow focus and adaptive zoom, you can make sure the VIP is continuously in focus and stays in proportion within the framing. Imagine you have a presenter moving on stage, but they also have some prepared slides that will pop up next to them. In that case, you want to be able to change their position more to the left or the right within the current framing. You can do this by moving the disc around the framing rectangle, which is placed in the bottom left corner of the interface. This feature is also really helpful to quickly adjust headroom while the tracking is activated. With the tracking smoothness, you're able to humanize the cinematographic behavior to the given situation. The higher you adjust the smoothness level, the less abrupt the pan and tilt movement performed by the system will be. On the other hand, if there is a presenter moving really fast on stage, you can decrease the smoothness level closer to 0. This aggressive camera movement is recommended for sports, like tennis for example. In addition to the tracking smoothness comes another cool feature called Deadband. This is the area around the tracked VIP within which a motion of the VIP does not lead to a corresponding tracking movement. This can be useful when a tracked VIP is continuously rocking back and forth for an extended period of time. So, to prevent the audience from getting seasick, always make sure to have the Deadband overlay activated. Imagine a talent walking on stage, but they are so deeply concentrated in presenting their topic, they start walking out of the stage area. The tracking zone allows you to prevent this from happening. To configure the tracking zone, simply drag the sliders to the desired position. A transparent red overlay will indicate where the VIP will not be tracked. As you can see, the talent is walking off stage and the tracking stops. But now what? In this situation, you probably don't want the camera to stand still after the tracking stopped. Therefore, a fallback feature comes in handy. When tracking is lost or stopped, you can choose different options of what the camera should do next. In this example, we chose a container with a defined position component as a fallback shot. As you can see, the camera automatically zooms out and is panning into a nice wide-angle shot. Compared to the tracking zone, the pickup zone allows you to define an area where the system not only tracks, but more importantly, picks up a VIP. In other words, if the system is not tracking and a VIP enters the defined pickup zone, the system will start tracking the VIP that just walked in. Let's say you're recording a panel discussion on stage or a talk show in a studio with multiple guests and speakers. You most likely would want to enhance the tension and emotions during the discussion. In a situation like this, position or shot containers are perfect tools to work with. Adjust position, zoom and focus level of one or multiple cameras manually and save them as different position presets. Within the position container, you can also adjust the transition length in seconds and the pan and tilt tracking components. This way, you're able to keep the tension going to create a more dramatic experience for yourself and for the audience as well.